Start.
So last part of the chapter 5 capital market, gilt edged market, foreign exchange market, commodity market and derivative market. These are the last part of the chapter number 5, that is capital market. Then gilt edged market. So gilt edged market means the gilt edged market is also known as government security market. Gilt edged market is also known as government security market. So this is a market for trading of only government and semi-government securities. In the gilt edged market, the trading of securities that are taking place only the government and semi-government securities, not any other securities. In gilt edged security market is also known as government security market. That the name itself indicates it is a market for government as well as semi-government securities. Here trading of securities only the government and semi-government securities or exchange or trading. Then what are the features of the gilt edged market? What are the features? Number one, here the guarantee return on investment. There is the return on investment is a guarantee. So whatever the amount invested in government security, we can get a guarantee of the return. That means income from the investment. So income from the investment is a guarantee one in the government security. Then there is no speculation in the trading of securities. There is no speculation. So nothing to be hide in the exchanging of trading securities. Then dominated by the gilt edged market dominated by Life Insurance Corporation of India, GIC General Insurance Corporation of India, commercial banks and pension fund. So these are all the institutions dominated in the gilt edged market. And one more thing you should bear in mind, heavy volume of transactions are needed. So more number of transactions are needed. That is heavy volume of transactions are needed for negotiation of each and every transaction. So the negotiation of each transaction should be take place only in the presence of the heavy volume of transactions. And institution based investors, if anybody invests which is on institutional basis, that is institution based on investors compelled by law invest their funds, at least a part amount should be invested in these securities. So institutional based investors, not by the individual investors. If any institution which are invested in the government securities, as an institution they have to invest. They have to compel by the law invest their any part of amount or investment in these securities is a compulsory one. So these are the information about the gilt edged securities. It is maybe asked in 2 more question or 3 more question. It's a important one. So gilt edged security market means only the government securities are exchanged as well as the semi-government securities are exchanged or trading in the gilt edged market. That is why this market is known as government security market. What are the features of this gilt edged market means? So there is a guarantee for return on investment. There is no speculation in the exchanging of securities and dominated by Life Insurance Corporation, General Insurance Corporation, commercial banks and the pension fund. And there is a need of heavy volume of transactions which are needed for negotiation. And finally, if any institution based investors, they have to compel by the law invest any part of their investment in the government securities. Then foreign exchange market. So the name itself implies the trading of foreign exchange activities. Foreign exchange market is for the foreign exchange transactions. So the foreign exchange market is the largest market in the world, as well as the most liquidity market in the world. Two important things. Number one is the largest as well as the most liquid form of market in the world. So in the foreign exchange market, the average trading that are taking place per day, $5 trillion transactions are taking place per day. So what is the value of Indian currency for $1 trillion? Then we should mention as 1 and 12 zeros. You imagine the value of trading that are taking place in the foreign exchange market per day. $1 trillion equal to 12 zeros. 1 million equal to 1, then 9 zeros. So $5 trillion of trading, value of trading are taking place in the foreign exchange market per day. It inclusive of all the currencies of nation, all the nations' currencies are exchanging in the or involving in the foreign exchange market. In the foreign exchange market, any individual or any company or any country at any time can participate in the foreign exchange market. Any individual, any company or any country can participate in the trading of foreign exchange market. So these are the information about the foreign exchange market. Foreign exchange market is for market for foreign exchange trading. It is the largest as well as the most liquid market in the world. Average trading per day that are trading in the foreign exchange market, $5 trillion per day. Then it inclusive of foreign trading of currencies of all the nations. Then any individual, any company, any country can be considered as a trading of securities in the foreign exchange market. Then commodity market. So the name itself indicates commodity market is trading of primary products. Trading of primary products in the market. That is why this market is known as commodity market. About 50 major commodity markets. About 50 major commodity markets were engaging in the financial transactions as well as physical purchases and the selling of commodities. Physical purchase and the delivery of commodities that are taking place through the 50 major commodity markets. The commodities are the products divided into two subgroups. In the commodity market, which are delivered and purchased and delivered, are classified or grouped into two, namely hard commodities and soft commodities. The commodities which are trading in the commodity market are grouped into two. Number one, hard commodities and soft commodities. Hard commodities are the commodities, the raw materials that are extracted from the mine. Raw materials are extracted from the mine. Example, gold, iron ore as well as oil. These are the example for hard commodities. Hard commodity means the raw materials are extracted from the soil or from the mine, M-I-N-E, mine. Example for the hard commodities are gold, iron ore as well as oil. Whereas soft commodities are grown in agricultural products or agricultural commodities, namely wheat, cotton, coffee and sugar cane. These are the examples for soft commodities. So the brief explanation about the commodity market is commodity market trading of primary products, that is agricultural product, as well as the product which are extracted from the mine. 50 major commodity market were engaged in the financial transactions and the physical purchase or delivery of commodities. The commodities are classified into two groups, namely hard commodities and soft commodities. Hard commodities are the commodities of raw material extracted from the mine. Example, gold, oil and iron ore. Whereas soft commodities are grown in the farm products, agriculture products, wheat, cotton, coffee and sugar cane. So the end of commodity market. And the last one is derivative market. Derivative market facilitates or making necessary arrangements for trading of financial instruments such as future contract. And important instruments are to be delivered or trading in derivative markets are stock, bonds, commodities, currencies and mortgages. These are the instruments to be delivered in the derivative market. Two important points you have to bear in mind regarding the derivative market. Derivative market facilitates trading of financial instruments such as future contract. Then instruments that are to be delivered in the derivative markets are stock, bonds, commodities, currencies and mortgages. This is the last part of the chapter number 5. Gilt edged market, foreign exchange market, commodity market and derivative markets.